your host for today, and we're going to be playing some more Nier Automata today. Apologies about the delays. This particular one was stomach problems. That's all I'll go into it. I also have an ulcer today, so I'm probably going to end a little early. So this might generally be like an hour, to be honest. It might just be me going and grinding a couple levels. Because my mouth also hurts like hell. I can't find the Bongella, being the main reason. It's somewhere around here. I've just started properly talking now, and yeah, it is killing. Ah, there it is. I know I had it somewhere. One moment. I hate mouth ulcers. So yeah, today's stream might just be like around an hour. See what I can get done. And see if we can have some fun. So, yeah, today, there's a couple of reasons why I've got it. One of which is, I do have people saying I've got raid after this. And I haven't quite gotten as far as I'd have liked, so I'll see if I can power through an extra bit in half an hour and see what I can get done. Unfortunately, that does mean that basically it's that combined with like my mouth also hurting like hell. I just want to talk a lot less today. No, don't worry, things have been a bit weird recently. It's the only reason why streams have been going like a weird schedule. So I promise it will get back to normal, or more close to normal, soon. But just today and a couple of last couple weeks, I've just had like some weird shit happen. Shut the fuck up! You give me a headache. Yeah. So. What to talk about? Oh yeah, the Ravnica game went interestingly. Our characters essentially got sworn in and did a bit of roleplay. Nothing too crazy happened. But it's going well. What else? There is... Read that. Go. And the Star Wars game went very weirdly. It went really strangely. So what happened in Star Wars, we basically... I finally had a session again. That's better. Right. Yeah, we basically had a big bunch of chats because, obviously the character died the last session we had, and we met the new one. Really weird, proper Jedi character. It's kind of entertaining. So we had that, and then we basically had to deal with that. Part of the thing that happened was a thought bomb was what essentially ended up killing a party member. And that leaves basically behind this weird crystal of basically the evil force energy. Or dark side force energy, I guess. And it fell into Doc, and essentially ended up making Doc our medical droid. It like the Force, work with the Force, which is very confusing. So, we have no idea how this is going to interact with the fight. We're getting the last few seconds, I feel that. Because we've currently got a really dumb idea. But we're essentially going to go to the Mandalorian flagship. Because Mandalorian invasion just started on the planet we're in. And we have to... Emil, shut up! Oh, those are new. Oh, these are both new. Oh. Sure, I'll buy it. Yeah, too. How did you know that? Oh, I just remembered something 2B said. You know 2B? She's beautiful and kind, and usually calm, all things considered. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm sure she's doing well wherever she is. I think so too. I hope you'll visit me again, A2. Oh, okay, that was interesting. She does feel remorse. Okay, that's good to know. I was bigging up A2, 2B because 2B is great. We've got some enemies wanting to pick a fight, have we? weirdly. And basically, our plan is currently to essentially take a little scrap ship we got. And fly it into the Mandalorian ship. We've got this one plan that essentially our Mandalorian character is going to try and challenge Mandalore to single combat and hopefully use that as a distraction so that the rest of us can go plant a bomb. In case he loses, we can essentially blow up the ship. So it's going to be an interesting one. Because we're not, as much as Zul's a good character, and he's really good in the fight, he's really bad at melee. And that's what the Honor Duel has to do, basically. It's like using these special axes. And we're and honestly, as cool as Zul's character is, he's gonna die. If he has to go toe to toe with the Mandalorian leader. Well, that was weird. It's a quick save. We're getting yeah, as I said, we're basically getting levels and talking shit today. Bungella's kicked in finally, and I can finally talk a little better. Also, other words. I get them surprisingly often nowadays. I'm not sure why. I take very good care of my teeth. I've got a feeling my teeth are very sharp, and it's always like around where my canine teeth are. So I think I must like sleep, bite essentially. Which I have been told I do before. So I think I might like bite down on my the inside of my mouth a lot when I'm asleep and it causes ulcers. That's what I've got the feeling. And it's real irritating. Sleep chomp. Oh, maxed out on moose meat. Do you want to summon a couple extra androids? I think I do. I want to fight a couple of these. think it's a bad idea to get a bit of get a couple of levels just to prep. Weapon attack up 7. Jesus, that would have hurt. Ow, you hurt. Oh, you got a spear. To the extra attack. Yeah, I want to get some XP out of these, I think is a good bet. That's the thing. Money out of these. I think I'm supposed to get some like rare resources out of these opponents. A lot of them die over here. Tell me how to do it. Yeah, a lot of like the low defense ones don't really stand much of a chance. That one really stood no hope. Three more around here. I still like a few levels. Especially when I hit 60. I want to see if 60 is the max level. Well, actually, no, it can't be, because I've seen some 61 enemies. Like that. I wonder if this game even has a max level. Or if you can just go forever. Oh, I'm so looking forward to a couple of things. Some pair of things at the weekend, like, made me so fucking happy. So first of all, Diablo 4's fourth class got announced, the Rogue. Pretty much exactly as I said. I called ages ago it was going to be the rogue because they need like the shoot. They needed a bow character, and the fact that the rogue can use daggers is kind of cool too. Which I didn't fully expect, but I kind of like it. It's going to have a lot of the weapon switching things, like how the warrior? Is it warrior or barbarian? I think it's barbarian. Is going to have. We can carry multiple loadouts and multiple loadouts to different combat styles. It seems Diablo 4 is going to be a lot about like switching up your stuff on the fly. Because the classes I've seen so far, obviously we've got the Sorceress, which is... It's just going to be what it is. Sorceress is going to be all the elemental magic, fire, ice, lightning. That's going to be like the big switching part. We're going to have Druid, who has the... Now you can use your magic and switch between your two elementals, your two shape-shifting tools. Or at least the two shape-shifting tools we currently know about, like the classic two from Diablo 2. The bear and... the werebear and the werewolf. Which I'm looking forward to seeing those two. We've got the Bob that switches between like ambidex, two-handed weapons, single-handed and stuff like that. He's got a lot of health. I'll wait till I heal up a bit first. Some of these pack a wallop. I can see other people's loadouts as well. Oh! You're an ally! Okay, I didn't expect that. Let's go fight something. There's gonna be something down here. Oh, a shield. Okay. Okay, we can't do that. There's no interact with it. Maybe this is something later. Oh, maybe they're hacking points for 9S if I wanted to play 9S's story. Maybe. Which, as I said, I want to at least get the main bunch of stories done. And I want to at least... I'm going to look up, if not do, all the endings. Level 60. Are we getting close to it? Okay, so I guess that not all... There's like a chance for them to be non-hacked models. seems to be so far like, what, 1 in 10? Isn't hacked? What's our stats looking like at the moment? Okay, we've got a lot of attack. Good amount of defense. I imagine like just short, like 1,914 defense ain't bad. Decent lump of health. Though we actually have more heavy attack damage than our health bar. So we'd hit ourselves very hard. But we have all our regen and stuff. It's what I like about just how my build works. And how the builds I like working to. Because I find that people put a lot of stock in max health in a lot of games. Of the defensive stats, a lot of people will just stack, we'll have a lot of health, and it means that I don't have to worry about it. But in a lot of games, max health ain't amazing, unless you've got ways to recover it. Which is why I prefer having...
Commencing. Complete.
Oh, I had to find a fishing spot, okay.
Commencing fishing. Report failed.
Oh. Seriously, a little bob isn't what you're looking for? What am I even looking for here? Do I get achievement for fishing? I've got it, right?
No response.
No, it's definitely something else. Okay.
Bite detected.
What is it?
Complete.
Cart machine. Wait, I've got a mechanical cart. Harmless machine life form resembling a cart. Okay. Well, that's bizarre. Let's repair you. You got a big sword. Oh, you're also taking 0 damage. You're taking absolutely 0 damage, actually. Yeah, this one is literally taking no damage from anything. Yeah, they've just got their defenses set to cat. Which is annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore you. There's no point. You'll die eventually. I've also never liked the idea of making yourself 0 damage from everything. Like, I like being tough, don't get me wrong. But where's the joy in, like, taking literally 0 damage from every single attack? There's gotta be some risk of death, even if it's a very small risk, and you do everything you can to mitigate that risk. Taking 0 damage from every single attack is just boring. You might as well be playing on the easy mode. Without the auto parry and auto dodge and things. And I like playing high, like, resistance games. In certain games, it's fun to have, like, 99% of things do 0 damage to you. But I've always wanted some form of, like, there is danger there. Just as my build does have danger to it. I can be one-shot. My health bar ain't crazy, and my defenses are only okay. I get it mostly from just my vicious playstyle with, like, lifesteal regen. Is where all my durability comes from. Are you still stuck over there, buddy?
Hey there! That was a bit aggressive, don't you think?
Okay. I didn't even stop you. You just crashed. I would say I much prefer it when Emil's stuck in that corner, because it means that I don't get headaches around the map randomly. And it means that I have to catch him if I actually want to talk to him. Which is, you know, kind of great. I suppose I should go and upgrade these extra weapons I've gotten. So I think you need to upgrade every weapon for something. Someone said it's a good idea, so... Upgrade... What are these? I'm assuming they're gauntlets. Endurance up. Yeah, they are gauntlets, okay. No, but there's a bit of me that wants to try and upgrade this to max. try it out. See what his playstyle's like. Because this is, what's her name's? Sword. First treaty, switch out for the Type 40. Which this does do more damage. It's got a different moveset. But this is her sword, so I want to try it out. See what this does to enemies. Actually, I want to try something out. I've got a real dumb idea. What does this style look like? I like this idea. Okay. Oh, this is the same one that I was beating before. Come on, regen. So I can deal damage to them in this one, though. Hello there. I hope they stay alive this time. I'm actually dealing damage, so I want to duke it out. Come on. Oh, they died. That's irritating. I was enjoying that. But I was able to go toe-to-toe with them the full way, so I'll take it. So they don't have total damage resistance, they just have damage resistance against everything I could hit him with that was life. When dealing dual claymores, I can hurt him. But they were level 64 with massive amounts of health and like 90% damage reduction. Yeah. This is very my style. They're freaking hard. Turns out when you're doing ambidex with two of the biggest swords in the game, you do a lot of damage. Who'd have thought? I'll find some robots to fight. We'll see how effective they are against like lots of against the robots. Oh, there's some, I believe. The robots. Yep. There's many robots on the ground as well, but still. Ooh, there's some more androids here. Let's fight them. Pet. Yeah, sorry I've not really done much progress this. He does good work when it comes to like the really squishy ones. I will say that. Oh you're a heavy one. Gotcha. Oral cure. Okay. Yeah, I do think this is strictly worse than the build I had previously, but it's still very fun. But yeah, I'll change it back. A small sword, which is contact, and large sword, virtuous tree. I do think it's just a better build, honestly. The default two swords are real good. Because they're fast, is the main thing. They're fast and they hit pretty hard. They don't hit quite as hard as the two claymores. And they weren't like crazy slow attack speed because one of them is the attack speed up sword. But you just hit so fast with these and you hit very hard at the same time. It makes you just more versatile. Is hurting again. Oh, hello. Rooftop duel! I win. Yeah, I always have really weird builds. Oh yeah, we also had a bunch of magic games this weekend, which was a lot of fun. We had like one big bunch of us. We all played Brawl, so we all built Brawl decks. What we did was we got to pick our commanders. It's magic gathering. Anyone not crazy to that. We got to pick our commander monster, which is a legendary monster, legendary creature or planeswalker that would basically be our on the mainstay of our deck that allows us to play it multiple times and things like that. It goes into a special zone instead of the graveyard when it dies. And you can play it from the special zone as well. It just costs increasingly more mana the more times it's died. And we picked 3 sets. Like, all of us picked 3 sets. 2 main sets and a backup set. And with all the main sets that were there, we all picked... we rolled for 3 sets that would be the sets that we play with. Essentially. So we random rolled it. We ended up getting 2 different Innistrad sets, which is the sets all about vampires, werewolves, zombies, that kind of stuff. Basically the Transylvania sets. We ended up getting two of those. We got Innistrad, Shadows Innistrad, and we got Homelands. Now, Homelands is apparently picked as a meme because it is supposed to be like a set that has essentially no useful cards in it. I don't think there's a couple people use like 1 or 2 cards from Homelands. Maybe. It was just bad. There were a couple of Homelands cards which are alright. But we all picked our commanders. I immediately went, wait a minute. We're in Shadows of Innistrad. I'm pretty sure a particular Planeswalker I loved was in Shadows of Innistrad. And she was. So one of my I ended up having my immediate pick for my commander. So we agreed, none of us were allowed to pick the same commander. So it'd either be, you pick super quickly to get the commander you want, or you can spend a lot of time deliberating and get a commander that you think is really good. Now I knew which commander I wanted. Immediately. I picked one of probably my second favourite Planeswalker of all time, Arlen Cord from Shadows of Innistrad. Arlen Cord is the werewolf Planeswalker. So unsurprising, I like her. But I like how she plays as well. She's a red-green Planeswalker. She was in my, like, monstrous Magic Duels, like, 95% win rate deck that I built all those years ago. Because it was essentially, at the time, built to counter what was in the meta. So it ended up getting a insanely high win rate. Far higher than it ever had any right to be. Just because it countered everything that was in the meta at the time. Like, it was faster than the big decks, and it was bigger than the fast decks. And it competed with them.
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
Interesting. What's on mail? There's something on a timer as well. Emil, I'm kind of bored. I might have about swinging by the store. I've got pretty good stuff on hand. Probably. Okay. Maybe Emil has some new stuff because of that. Where do we leave Emil again? I don't overall remember where we left Emil. I had no idea what I was looking at then. But yeah, Magic was fun. I also, I did end up winning the big, massive brawl that we all had. That ended up going to Tom. Who is probably the best Magic player out of a lot of us, so it wasn't too surprising. Because we were all nervous about killing people at that stage in the game. And one player kept playing this card that we all wanted to kill, so it clearly like turned the pressure off Tom, so he was able to get back into the game. So he got very heavily land screwed and beaten up early. Tom managed to actually save himself a good amount of damage in turns by simply having a particular creature that had protection from vampires, werewolves, and zombies. Essentially, and the three of the decks, actually no, 4 of the decks that were being played were my deck, which was a werewolf deck. Almost exclusively werewolves. It had a few other things as well, but the main point of the deck was werewolves. I like my werewolves, and I actually understood how they played. I've had a lot of experience with those, because that's what my 90% win rate deck was primarily. It was werewolves. I didn't get to build the full 90% win rate deck, because a lot of the cards just weren't in the sets that we had, because a lot of the cards in my win rate deck was from Eldritch Moon as well. The Eldrazi werewolves. But a lot of them I still got to play with from the other one, because it was about a 50-50 split. So I got a lot of the pieces of my big deck, but I didn't get the full shebang out, shall we say. But I did also get some very fun ones. And when we actually played, we did a few games of single player. So it was 1v1s. And I actually managed to take a game off of buddy of mine, Tom. The best player of the lot of us, which I'm really proud of. So I don't think I've ever had like a proper one-on-one, not inside Arena. Arena doesn't count. Because I have way more cards as options in Arena than they do, so it doesn't really count. But with the similar kinds of deck going up against each other, I actually managed to take a game off it, which I'm quite proud of. It was mainly due to a top deck. Turns out top decking Balefire Dragon is kind of handy. Because I've always had a one for a lot of the decks that I like to run. Since I tend to like running green-red, I do not know where I left Emil. Yeah, well. Yeah. So, I basically go, there's a lot of cards that I will like to run, and like I'll usually have my decks to a main theme, and there'll be like certain types of card that'll go with it. Like my werewolf deck. The primary part of the deck were werewolves. So I had certain mechanics that go for the werewolves. And a lot of things that buff werewolves and help out werewolves. However, in addition to that, I had a couple of nasty little extra pieces. I had a Overworld Hydra and a Balefire Dragon, and a couple of other little cards that just aren't werewolves, and can really throw people off. Because they go very differently from the rest of the deck, but they support the deck in a nice way because they bring things to the table that the werewolves can't. The Balefire Dragon is bigger than nearly any werewolf. It's a flyer, which obviously none of the werewolves have. And it's got an ability where if it deals damage to a player, it nukes their board. That sounds really good, doesn't it? It sounds particularly good when you realise you can have Arlen Cord on the board, and her +1 ability is give a creature, not specifically a werewolf, +2/+2 Vigilance and Haste. Which means I can play that dragon and just swing at the face with an 8/8 Flying Vigilance Haste. If it connects, it's going to deal a ton of... It's going to blow up everyone else's board. The other thing was the Overworld Hydra, which is a bit of ramp, which I always like. It's the ability to get a bit more land on the board. It's a 6 mana, and it starts out as a 7/7. Because you cheat it out, and you get... It's power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control. And it has reach, which means it's a way to deal with flyers, and I don't have many ways to deal with flyers in the deck. And it's the biggest creature in the deck, because it will just get bigger and bigger the more lands I have, and I roughly know how many lands are in that deck. I believe my deck ended up running 25 lands. But since we had such a limited time frame to build decks, I was able to like actually hold my own fairly well against the others. Even the better Magic the Gathering players of Tom and Dan, and probably Jim. I also would have probably come second if it hadn't been for Tom using direct damage on me, because I had a trick planned, but because I thought he was going to attack me for lethal in the air with an attack, basically. And I had a card called Moon Mist, which meant only my werewolves dealt damage. So I was going to basically just ignore his damage, shift all my werewolves into werewolf form again, and just kill him. That was my plan. Which is a close one. I knew I wasn't getting first place, but I had a very good like Kingmaker spot. But then Tom managed to kill us both essentially. Because Gem the previous turn had dealt just enough damage to me to make me die to the ping. Which is unfortunate. I also fucked up a game against the other buddy of mine in the 1v1s. I had the winning play and did something really stupid, so I'm really annoyed with myself. Okay, that is where I will call it, because I said I'd be ending a little early today. My mouth also is killing me. So yeah, apologies about a short stream. I'll make it up for you guys tomorrow. I'm probably going to play more Hades tomorrow. I'll play Hades, it'll be Hades or Magic. One of the two. I've been enjoying Arena a bit again. Not hugely because, you know, the Zendikar set's still in, which means that, you know, mill is a thing. I also solidified my stance on mill in the multiplayer game because one person played a card that has the potential to mill people, and I just killed it. I was everyone know, yes, I am using one of the few removal spells in my deck to kill this mill card, because fuck mill, you have become a target. And the response was, Bane even apparently hates self-mill. And I was like, yes, I do. I made it very clear. You play a mill card, I'm gonna kill you. So yeah, see you guys. See you guys tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the show. It was a bit of a little just like chill, level up a bit, grind some materials, kind of a stream, but it's something I want to do. I want to be prepped to make sure that I don't like feel like I'm under-leveled going into anything. So a bit of grinding ain't too awful. And I got to duke it out with a bunch of more people's Android builds, which is always fun. Anyway, yes, see you guys around. Have a fantastic evening. Good night. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. It's great. It would be greatly appreciated if you do.